to you. But we begin today with breaking news out of Georgia. A judge has rejected a plea deal that would have avoided a federal hate crime trial against the men convicted of murdering Ahmaud Arbery. Arbery's family says they felt betrayed by the proposed deal, which they say offered lighter punishment for those men. NewsNation correspondent Janel Forte has been following this case from the very beginning. Janel, this hearing actually still going on as we speak, but what can you tell us right now?
Well, Nichole, it actually is just wrapped up. The judge giving those men until Friday to make a decision on if they would like to keep those guilty pleas or head to federal trial. But today, the judge got a preliminary run through of some of the details in this case and decided that she wasn't comfortable with the terms of the plea deal, and that therefore she was going to reject it, namely that the Arbery family would not be a part of the sentencing decisions in this case. Now, the U.S. Department of Justice, they filed the plea deal for the two men last night. Today, they headed into that hearing to discuss it with the judge. The deal laid on the table today would have had Travis McMichael plead guilty to one count of interference with rights and admit that killing Arbery was racially motivated. Federal prosecutors and McMichael's lawyers agreed that he should be sentenced to 30 years in federal prison, and he'd serve that sentence first and then return to Georgia to serve his state life sentence without parole. Now, it also included a waiver of a federal appeal. From jump, Arbery's family has said that they did not want a plea deal, that they wanted to go to federal court, and that they wanted the McMichaels and William Roddy Bryan, that third man charged in this, to have to serve their sentences in state prison before federal prison if they were found guilty in that federal trial. In today's hearing, both of his parents and two of his aunts emotionally asked the judge to go ahead and grant their request. That's what the judge ended up doing. And one of the things here is that the difference between the state trial in this and this federal case is that this federal case really focuses on the race aspect of this, that Arbery's death was a result of something that was racially motivated. In today's hearing, we got a preview of some of the evidence that will be presented if they do, in fact, head to federal court next week, namely text messages and social media posts made by Travis McMichael, where he used racist and derogatory terms when he was referring to black people. And again, Nichole, the judge is giving them up until this Friday to make a decision if they are going to continue with that guilty plea or head to federal court. And one last thing, William Roddy Bryan, the neighbor that was a part of this, was not a part of this plea deal today.
All right, so this is certainly not over, Janel. We know you were keeping an eye on it for us. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.